U.S. Representative Liz Cheney didn't mince words this week after Joe Biden announced that U.S. Senator Kamala Harris would be his vice presidential pick. Kamala Harris is a radical liberal who would raise taxes, take away guns and health insurance, and explode the size and power of the federal government, Cheney wrote on Twitter. She wants to recreate America in the image of what's happening on the streets of Portland and Seattle. We won't give her the chance. Cheney followed up that tweet with a retweet of a Fox News report, adding more comments about Harris. She said the California senator had a more liberal voting record than U.S. Senators Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren. Oh no. The representative repeated her assertions that Harris wants to raise taxes, ban gun sales, and eliminate private health insurance. She added, Harris also wants to use taxpayer money for abortion and illegal immigrant health care. Would be devastating for America, she wrote. Cheney also retweeted a post about Harris by GOP national spokeswoman Elizabeth Harrington, which featured similar claims. It also included comments about Harris wanting to have a conversation about lowering the voting age from 18 and letting terrorists vote from prison. So, as far as the Republicans, they always do this thing where they just throw out a million different comments to where it's difficult to just unpack and respond to all of them because you're caught laughing at all the different claims they're making. But the rationale behind lowering the voting age from 18 to 16 is that since in a lot of cases we give 16-year-old privileges that we wouldn't give to someone who was 15 or 14, like being able to work, to drive, that if they're able to do these things that they're able to do 2 years later as 18-year-olds, they should also be able to vote in the same way that 18-year-olds do. So that's, the reason why this isn't just about, we're going to eventually lower it to 10 or 8. As far as letting terrorists vote, that was about letting people who were convicted vote. So that was a thing. What's a good way of saying it? That's basically kind of like if I said, I think people who went to jail for, I don't know, a marijuana conviction should be allowed to vote. Which again, by extension, everybody that's been convicted. So you want the son of Sam to vote? It's just this really extreme way of looking at it, because most people who are in jail are not serial killers or terrorists. So it's so frustrating. Like a modern American politics is just gaslighting and pretending like someone's way worse than they actually are. But on Twitter, what's that way of saying it? Her tweet is underwater. So she tweeted this out, and she had let me go over here because it was pretty funny. She had 600 comments and 300 likes. Whenever something like that happens, that means your tweet is considered underwater because more people, like the majority of the people who saw it and are responding to it, don't like it, or more people responded to it than thumbed it up. Because usually people don't engage with posts on social media outside of thumbing it up or if they like it. So if they're responding to it, that means a lot of people don't like this and are, instead of liking it, showing their disdain for it by commenting. So Liz is digging her own demise with this. I think she's she's repeating this kind of stuff to get more attention for herself, because whenever they have some big news story, the most ambitious Republican in the House or Senate tries to jump on top of it and get their 2 minutes of spotlight.